What's going on, YouTube? Another friendly gamer here, bringing some news that I have finished high school and I'm finally starting summer. Okay, so summer only lasts a couple of months, and I think that's pretty general knowledge considering you should know your seasons by now. But I have 3 months off before I take on the full challenge that I like to call university, when Americans like to call it college. I'm taking some physics courses, so I might have to bring some pain medication for my brain, but other than that, I think it's going to be a great time, and hopefully I'll still be able to keep up with these videos at least once so very often. I'll probably work on some projects, and it's going to be a good time either way. I might not get a lot of sleep, I might be grumpy most of the time, so another friendly gamer might not be as friendly, but we'll see how she goes anyways. So, there's a common question maybe asking, why in the world am I playing Domination? Well, to tell you the truth, a good fact about myself is that I love Domination probably more than every other game mode. Domination has an objective that is completely random to the Assassin's Creed franchise. It's almost as random as Artifact Assault, but I'm not complaining about Artifact Assault or Domination because I love these game modes. They're a good break. But because Artifact Assault is getting so much media attention, everyone's loving it, including myself. Now, Manhunt is a huge thing going on with the seasonal, which we're involved. But now, I feel like Domination is just, it's like that little brother, that little child that hasn't been spoiled for its entire lifetime. And you know what? I just wanted to savor it. I love the game mode because it brings a completely different aspect to the entire thing. You know, for Artifact Assault, you have different strategies in order to play that game efficiently, and then for Manhunt, there's a bunch of strategies for that as well. But Domination, no one really has a set strategy. So me, I pretty much just brought my Manhunt defense set. Maybe bring some firecrackers, smoke, and knives. Just a safe call, you know, trying to capture. That's what I really like doing. And then once you're able to pretty much capture all of them, you pretty much just try to hold on for dear life to keep all of them, or at least 2 of them, because you still gain points if you're holding on to 2. Anyways, enough about the basic knowledge on how to play Domination. Let's go down to the meat and potatoes of this commentary. Okay, seriously, a lot of things have been happening in my life, and I haven't been able to keep updating with commentaries. But guys, like I said earlier, I'm done high school. And as you're done high school, that means I was able to celebrate prom, and our prom was pretty intense, both emotionally in a negative aspect and positive. Positive because it was an amazing outcome. Like, it was so decorated that I could have sworn it was a wedding. And that shouldn't have happened for a prom, but I'm not complaining. The place looked amazing. My date also looked really good. We're just friends, so it's not like a huge deal. But she looked good, we had fun, and that's all that mattered. Now, after prom, we were able to party, and it was a good time drinking some apple juice and Kool-Aid, if you know what I mean. It was still a great time, good time recovering the next day, because you know that huge hyper rush you get from that Kool-Aid. You know, that stuff is so unhealthy, and you know, it gives you the vitamins. You know what? You need those vitamins. But yeah, I don't think I ever told the story how I ended up actually getting my prom day, because as you guys know from previous commentaries, that I might not be the most sly guy around when it comes to girls. I'm not very successful when it comes into that field. But you know what? I pulled it off, and you know what? I hope, actually, she told me it was pretty cute. So the way I asked her is that I prepared something very meaningful. And we talk on Facebook very often, and I talked to her at school, and she's like that little sister, big brother kind of relationship because she is younger. But whenever we end up talking on chat, it seems that words are never enough. So we always end up pretty much talking in memes or like random cute pictures and stuff. So what I ended up doing, and then I'm going to have to give props to Wisdom Seeker, the sly dog who ends up having all the cute pictures, and one of them stood out to me. And you know what? There was a frog with his crossed arms, and it said no. And then I took the cute and adorable red panda that said yes. And then in another meme, I pretty much asked her if she wanted to go to prom. So now that I had 3 pictures, I ended up putting it all in one box and I pretty much played Nikki 9 doors on her house. And if you guys don't know what Nikki 9 doors is, it means I pretty much went to her house, dropped the box, knocked on the door, and ran away like a little kid. But the thing is, it wasn't that simple. As I knocked on the door, she ended up that she wasn't even at the house. And whenever she entered the house, she didn't see the box. So like an hour later, I'm like, hey, on Facebook, I'm just asking her, hey, what's up? And she's like, nothing much. Why? What's up, dude? And I'm like, you know what? Nothing. Did you so happen to see a box maybe at your front entrance? Dude, Rock. Okay, yeah, that's my real name. Yeah, so she's asking me, like, why am I trolling? You know what? Nothing's in our front door. Because you know that in a big brother, little sister relationship, it's always pranks. And I'm guilty for it. I always pranked her. But this time I was being sincere, but she wasn't buying it. So I was ending up like, please, just check your front door. Do me a favor. And you know what? It took me about half an hour to convince her. I don't know why she was so stubborn on that day. But you know what? She ended up doing it. She opened the door and she kind of freaked out over Facebook. And you know that what that means? That means like a lot of emoticons and a lot of exclamation marks, maybe some cap letters, and you know what? Some writing, screaming. I don't know if you guys can tell if a girl is screaming or a guy is screaming through chat, but it was pretty intense. And you know what? She ended up saying yes, because who would want to pick that frog crossing his arms? As funny as it was, he just didn't want to say no to that cuteness. So it definitely made for a good way to ask her, and it was definitely an amazing time. It was a great experience that I'm never going to forget. Well, I may have forgotten some parts of it, but I'm not going to forget the rest of it, because my dance moves are unforgettable, unforgivable, because I am just... Okay, yeah, I'm an awful dancer. I'll be straight up with you guys. But anyways, past that, prom was great, but there's other news involved here, guys. Things are going pretty well for me, and I guess, I don't know. You know what? I am extremely lucky, okay? Things seem to be going my way, but I am a huge fan of the entire community, okay? And I think that every single person, why am I saying people? But every single person pretty much deserves something. And I think that Assassin's Creed 4 might bring that. And the reason why I'm saying I might be lucky personally is because that if I'm able to play it, I really hope that it's going to bring back that fun that I had playing this game. Not necessarily okay, I need to slow this down, but not necessarily am I actually really burnt from Assassin's Creed 3, but it just feels like the game is just making it harder than it should be to have fun. Just recently, there's a glitch that says all the servers are full if you want to play with friends. And to tell you the truth, I keep telling you guys in every single video that I play video games for the social. And why can't a game offer that service? I could survive someone hacking me. You know what? It's a good challenge to try to beat someone that's hacking you. It's a good enough challenge if someone's teleporting through hay bales. But please don't mess with my experience if I can't play with friends. And that's really, really what bothers me. But just much like the past 5 months have been invisible, I feel like it's going really downhill. But since E3 and all that stuff that's been happening, Assassin's Creed 4 looks very promising. Some people are still very skeptical because everyone's skeptical, okay? You know what? Xbox employees are pretty skeptical right now, okay? They're probably shitting their pants until the release of their console because they know that they screwed up. And you know what? That's okay. Everyone screws up. It's just part of pretty much life. And I think Assassin's Creed 3 might be it. I don't know. And to tell you the truth, I don't think I have the experience to tell you. I haven't played through Revelations or Brotherhood that much. But I plan on trying it. And I want to see what I'm missing out on this amazing Brotherhood feel and experience. And I know that when I start playing Brotherhood, it's going to be the worst. Oh man, it's going to be so much fun, but I'm going to be so angry because every single cool, awesome thing that I might have learned in Assassin's Creed 3, which is pretty much just knowing how to press that right trigger and move the left analog stick, and maybe spam the X button with my right hand. I hope that Brotherhood brings the experience of challenge and everything. And you know what? Assassin's Creed 4 might bring that, but I don't think they're going to revert the controls, to what it was in Brotherhood. But I think they're going to bring more of a variety and a challenge through the aspect of varieties and the aspect of what's it called? Abilities. There we go. Abilities. Because from what I've seen, and I'm going to thank the Assassin's Creed community for being on the ball, okay, keeping me updated, because I'm pretty lazy at researching, but you guys know what's up. And you know what? The best and coolest things were able to be witnessed at E3. And you know what? It's an amazing experience. And you know what? Just much like that domination game was, it's an uphill climb, okay? You might have to come back from a loss and end up winning. And all of us are winners if we can just prevail and stay together until Assassin's Creed 4 comes out and we have the time of our lives. Anyways, that's it for my commentary, and thank you for watching and listening.